Hey everyone! Welcome back to some more Let's Play Deus Ex Shifted with me, your host Tim. And it's been only a day since I played this game, but during that time, I've gotten a new hard disk installed on my computer. I had to clone my existing original solid state over to this one so that my other slave drives would work. This doesn't matter to you guys too much other than the following things. Number one, this game wouldn't run normally, so I had to reinstall it and then copy over my save files and reinstall all the mods I had put on. I think everything is working as it should be, and all my hotkeys and whatnot have been moved over. Number two, I had to reinstall Fraps and Virtual Dub. This normally wouldn't matter to you guys either, only for the following thing. I didn't realize Fraps wasn't working properly until I had recorded 2 hours of this game. So I am now redoing what I had done earlier. So the next 2 hours until I get to Morgan Everett's house is not new to me now, just as a heads up. So the good news is that, well, I won't be quite as lost. The bad news is I did quite a bit of talking and I don't remember anything that I said, and none of it was recorded. So we have to redo this part. So let's get going.
I had not wanted to see this place again.
Why not?
I was afraid it would be like this. The same. Not a stone out of place.
You would rather that Majestic 12 had burned it down?
I would rather... No, let's go. Only in novels do places crumble to dust for no reason when their spirit is lost.
Your mother?
Lead the way. I no longer have a key. We must find my mother's secret computer room, where she did all her work. A place she kept hidden, even from me.
Okay. So the front doors are locked, probably. We're gonna check on it again. Even though I've already done this part, I remember a little bit of what I had said and done when I explored. So I'll try to keep everything the same. What do you guys think of the game so far? We're doing pretty well. We've got a good amount of equipment and gear. I don't know if we need the Grey Death Vial, by the way, but we're gonna hold on to it for a little longer. And I won't need the fire extinguisher, it turns out. So we're just gonna leave that here. Yeah, so we can try to break in this with either an explosive device or some lockpicks. But there's a back entrance we'll be able to use to get into the chateau. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I hope I'm pronouncing a lot of this correctly. It occurs to me how bad I am at my own language, let alone pronouncing anything from another language.
A good place to start would be my mom's bedroom, upstairs.
Alright, that sounds fair. Then we'll attempt to get into that place. Probably should have the tranquilizer dart out and what have you. By the way, our sniper rifle, it's not quite 100% steady yet. Why is that? What's the accuracy? 91%. Okay. One more accuracy mod put onto the weapon, and it will be steady. It will no longer move when we're using the scope. 100% steady. We could also increase it by putting another upgrade in our...
Crazy. I lost my virginity out here. I believe Mom was out conspiring to get me into La Sorbonne at the time.
Thank you, Nicolette, for telling us about your sexcapades. So, how was it? Where exactly did it happen? By the trees? As long as she's telling. This weapon, unfortunately, can only fit one more accuracy mod in it. And that will not be enough to make it 100% stable. This is looking pretty good, though, at the moment.
Oh, Lord.
What? It was blocked. We gotta open the door to get into it. It'll be fine.
I'm pulling up the floor plan. An old summer home built during the Third Republic. It's been vacant since Miss Duclair's assassination. Hopefully these elegant rooms contain some clues about the Duclair family's involvement with the Illuminati.
Thank you, Tracer. I don't suppose you can send me a copy of that floor plan. Hello? Tracer Tongue? You know, it occurs to me that I can't communicate back with the people who talk to me. They can only communicate with me, the end. Okay, so we need a key for that door. Let's try the side one then. I love the pictures in this game. That looks great. I have a picture like that in my house. Dining room. I guess Nicolette doesn't want to come along. She shut the door behind us. Oh, more wine. That reminds me. We don't need the wine after all. I found no use for it, at least in the places I had been. We could use it to heal ourselves, but it's a pretty poor healing item.
The maid did all of the cooking, but Mom always picked out the wine. She was the only one with a key to the cellar.
Well, that's probably important then. There's probably something hidden down there, so we'll have to go down there and take a peek. The door down there is probably locked, though. Let's take another...
Funny, you know, when I was a little girl, I used to play in the dumbwaiter that goes up to Mom's room. Amazing, I didn't break my neck.
That's a hint that we should probably take it up there as well. First off, let's check this door. Locked. We could use lockpicks, but we don't need to. There'll be enough nano keys around here somewhere. Soy food. You know, we don't have full med packs, so we'll hold on to some food. Exclusive. Bob Page interview. Affairs La France. And now France? Bob Page. Yes, France. France and Europe have prospered for thousands of years. It would be foolish to ignore the economic and cultural opportunities that exist here. This country has a huge reserve of talent in all sectors of the workforce, and Page Industries is looking forward to recruiting the best and the brightest. But what about the turmoil that seems to be afflicting much of the continent? The rise of radical splinter groups such as, I can't pronounce that, Shoes and Silhouette. Bob Page. Intimidation through violence is the last resort of the weak. These groups are composed of nothing but frustrated, gullible individuals. We have a very effective security organization that will be working with both local and national authorities to minimize whatever potential for actual harm they present. Affairs of France. So you see yourself working closely with the government? Bob Page. Very closely. Of course, he wants to actually control the government. Of course he'll work closely with them. Lots of soy food. Got pots and... Can we actually pick up pots and pans? Oh, we can carry them. But we can't actually put them in our inventory. Zap soda. That's probably bad. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and do this now. Let's go upstairs. Bye, Nicolette. We did this because the outside doors, I believe, are locked. Yeah, 4 lockpicks or requires an explosive to get in. Oh, wow. Nicolette's mom was using a tranquilizer, was using a mini crossbow. I guess she had to learn to defend herself, being a member of the Illuminati. Jacob's Shadow by Andrew Hammond, chapter 27. It was late when he got back. Everything black and quiet.
My mom's room. And look, her favorite painting. I can't believe the assassins didn't take it. Oh, the hours she would spend just sitting at that table and staring up at her priceless treasure.
That's not a hint at all, is it, Nicolette? Not one bit. Do you want to read the book too? This is like driving in New Jersey. You inch forward a little bit, and the person behind you inches forward a little bit. What's this say? Jacob killed the lights, but didn't take the key out of the ignition. He reached into his pocket and took out a little box with an LCD display, thumbed a button, and the radio transceiver captured the last few hours' worth of motion sensor logs from the building. He'd done some favors for friends in the shop, or whatever it was they were calling it this week, and they'd installed it to spec for him. As he walked to the door, he was still arranging all the pieces in his head. Sure way to get his ass taken down, but he couldn't help it. Something was missing. Didn't fit. Allie hunched over in the bathroom, that needle dangling between her toes. Kutsuya shifting 500,000 yen before the currency market closed. The radio station Samuel had turned him onto, the one with the little girl repeating all those numbers in sequence. And somewhere in the middle... Jacob stopped, looked up to the night sky. He'd been assuming that there were 2 sides to this game, and both were playing to win. But what if there was someone else, and they wanted to see both sides lose? Well, I got chills from that. Oh, is this her bedroom key? Oh, okay. I did not even see that last time I was up here. Oh, this isn't the bedroom? Oh, Nicolette's bedroom key. Okay, that's for her room. Let's go ahead and search this obviously not a secret painting. Let's also toss this. Not into the dumbwaiter. I did that on purpose. I want to see it bounce. Whoa, whoa, look at this. A reload mod. Can we actually use this on anything? We can. Let's use this on our tranquilizer dart. We have the basement key, 100 credits, and a note. Dear Nicolette, at some point it may become necessary for you to access my private records and perhaps to do what you think is best, given the circumstances of my absence. You must understand how much I care for you, and if I've not always done what might be considered right, I have always done what I thought best for you and the others I've cared about. It is a cold heart that does not have some regrets. Login and password. That is all I can leave to you. Everything else I've already given. I love you, my daughter, and I trust you will make me proud. I am only sorry that I am not here to see it. Beth. Wow, that's pretty touching. Now, I'm surprised that Nicolette just runs in here and opens the door like she did. I remember this, though. That's pretty crazy. But she won't open the door for you. She might even shut it up. She might shut it behind her? Oh, is there anything around? No, there's nothing around the corner either.
I think my mother kept a room key behind a little vase up here.
Yep, she did. So you don't have to take the dumbwaiter up if you don't wish to. You can just go and take that little key if you wish. While we're up here, I think we'll visit Nicolette's room. After the bathroom, I guess. Oh, nice. A health kit. We could use another one of those.
What are you looking for?
I don't remember that last time. Don't you worry, Mr. Scary-sounding AI. We're looking for Nicolette's bedroom key. There was another one in there. That's it. Apparently behind vases is where you want to be. Ah, that's creepy. That's the stairway that leads down, and this is Nicolette's room.
My little prison for 18 years.
Very nice looking prison. Throwing knives and a candy bar. That's an interesting combination. And soda.
I wanted to be in the city, but I guess Mom thought it was easier to keep her activities secret in the country.
That's probably correct. You have a lot more privacy on a private estate. Richard III by William Shakespeare. Act 1, Scene 4.
I wanted to be in the city, but I guess Mom thought it was easier to keep her activities secret in the country.
Did Nicolette, you ever have deja vu? Clarence. Lord, Lord, methought, what pain it was to drown. What dreadful noise of waters in mine eyes. What ugly sights of death within mine eyes. Methought I saw 1,000 fearful wrecks. 10,000 men that fishes gnawed upon. Wedges of gold, great anchors, heaps of pearl, inestimable stones, unvalued jewels, all scattered in the bottom of the sea. Some lay in dead men's skulls, and in those holes, where eyes did once inhabit, there were crept, as 'twere in scorn of eyes, reflecting gems, which wooed the slimy bottom of the deep, and mocked the dead bones that lay scattered by. That's some mighty fine writing. I've never read any Shakespeare except for that now. That's incredible. Are you a secret passage? You are a secret passage. What do we got? We have a plasma clip. A weapon, a clip modification, which we can't attach. Thermal optic camouflage, a lockpick, and a Zyme vial. I don't think we can hold any more Zyme. So, looking at the Zyme, I believe Zyme works as bullet time in this game. Having tested it out last time I was actually here. Afterward, so you take a very tiny bit of damage, and then everything seems to slow down, including you. But I think it gives you more reaction time for doing things, like getting a target, getting close to an enemy, seeing where they're running to. I'm probably, though, going to be dropping the Zyme soon, because I don't intend to really use it. We're doing really well without it, as it were. After it's done, you suffer a vision debuff. Like you're drunk, but a little worse. and it lasts for about 5 times as long, about a good minute, maybe 2 minutes total. That's a waste of space, I have nothing back there.
My mom had that couch flown in from Portugal. Exactly the same as what she could have bought at La Samaritaine, except that it was once graced by the bottoms of a royal family.
I don't see anything in it. Or under it. Have we been here yet? Oh, hello.
I don't know if this will help, but I used to use that computer whenever I was at home. The last time was just before my mother was killed. The login is Nicolette. The password is Chad.
So I wasn't here last time. I didn't walk into this room. Let's actually try this and see what they were talking about. Nicolette? Chad? Silhouette Business, Chad. Nicolette, your aid in securing support for Silhouette has been invaluable. You've done much to help sustain the cause of freedom in the face of ever more open repression by our government. However, I'm afraid that I must ask for your help yet again. The police have begun to raid the catacombs, and if we are to put up an effective resistance, then we must locate additional resources by whatever means necessary. I know your mother and her friends wish to remain anonymous, but any funds or material they can contribute will be of enormous help, and if they cannot, their continued goodwill is still of great importance to us all. Thank you. I hope to see you again soon. Chad, and that was probably sent just recently. Beth Duclair to Nicolette Duclair. They need help or they'll be slaughtered by the porks who strut about the streets like they own them. You've helped us once before. It has meant so much to the cause. Please, Mother, I'm asking you to help us again. You know so many who can. This was her mother's response. I will do what I can, dear, but the situation is far more complicated than I think you may be aware of. My connections within The Hague and the United Nations indicate that the problem is not limited to France, and many parties are using the Grey Death epidemic as an excuse to exercise their control over other national governments. I have to consult with Morgan. We must be careful where we choose to allocate our resources. It is a very dangerous time for everyone, Nicolette, and your flirtation with this organization could have serious consequences. I am asking you again to be careful. I could not stand it if something happened to you. In the meanwhile, I will do what I can. Oh, so her mother must have died recently, as in within the past several months. That would also probably explain why this is so well kept and hasn't been raided yet. That's we're the first person here to raid anything.
You will find no one to help you here. Beth Duclair has been dissected and placed in cryonic storage.
Wow. Thank you, Icarus, for that information. And I see the multi-tool and a key up there. How do I get those? It's a PS20? We'll take that. You know what? I'm so tempted just to drop the Zyme. Oh, come on. Should be able to get up here. Here we go. Beth's bedroom key. Oh, another bedroom key in case you couldn't find the other one. Oh, we're done with multi-tools. Okay, we don't need any more of them. Yeah, I didn't walk into this area last time, so that was... Wow. So Icarus is just watching me. Everyone's apparently watching me. Tong's watching what I'm doing. Icarus is watching what I'm doing. This is really awkward. You have absolutely no privacy. I don't know if I'm comfortable with this whatsoever. Oh, that's the front door. Okay, so we don't want to go in there. We got the key to the wine cellar, so let's head on down.
In France, the gentry keep their wine in a small cellar to preserve the flavor from heat and sunlight.
Okay. I can't drink wine ever again, since I'm allergic to alcohol. Holy crap. But I was keeping it in my refrigerator. Lockpick, which we can't use. We can't pick them up. We're at 20. Oh, speaking of that, how's our resources looking? It's looking pretty well. Let's upgrade our swimming another rank. And we won't upgrade it the final time. There's no reason to upgrade swimming one last time. Although there will be some swimming we'll be doing. That's a secret. And that looks like the only thing we need to do here. Let's open this up. You know, I've never seen a secret door in real life.
An old bunker built during World War II by the previous owner to hide Jewish families. The Duclairs acquired the property after the Nazis sent him to a camp in Germany. Strange. I'm picking up heavy-duty fiber optic activity down here.
That would make sense to me. Nicolette decides not to join me? She might be pinned by the secret door there. So I just said I'd never seen a secret door in real life. Maybe I'm just failing all my search checks. There's two ways to get up into this room. We can either do a bit of balcony walking, or we can just use our awesome Dragon Dude sword and hack our way through. A law? And a lockpick. I like another law. What am I dropping for it, though? I guess we can drop the PS20. We can drop the soy food. I still think I might be able to sell the Zyme, but it occurs to me I have so much money. Let's just drop the Zyme. I'm never going to use it, in all honesty. That's beautiful. I still want the law. What am I dropping? Am I dropping anything else for it? Let's drop the Grey Death Vial. So I can find a use for it in the next hour and a half or so that I have left. So we'll just leave it here. That will let me actually pick up the law. Now we can actually use this and see what this is connected to. We'll open something up. There we go. And I have room. Oh, I have room for one more thing. Then we will take and hold on to the Grey Death Vial, just in case. Goodbye, Zyme. I held on to you for so long, and you're not used. It would probably be very effective if I was a ranged user.
Some kind of giant routing station. Not on any telecom map I've ever seen. Petabytes of transmission. Beth Duclairs probably used it to analyze net traffic.
Wow, good for her. Oh, I have no room left. Okay, so we're going to need to drop something in the end if I want to pick anything else up. So, let's drop one of these thermal optic camouflage. And this will finish up... Oh, this is the only thing I can attach it to. And I think that's the last accuracy mod it can attach then. Let's see what we unlocked earlier. It's full energy again. Flare darts. And normal darts. Oh, wow. An upgrade canister and another upgrade. What do I want to drop? I don't really want to drop anything, but I know I should drop something. Let's drop one of the thermal optic camouflage. We'll take this augmentation upgrade. And I think we'll upgrade my power recirculator. And this one is a spy drone and aggressive defensive system. We can actually, if we find a medical bot, we'll be able to upgrade our cranial one final rank. I'd love to take you thermal optic camouflage. That means I will drop the Grey Death Vial here. Okay, so now what we have to do is access this and send the signal. Beth Duclair? Nico Angel? Any emails? Final message, Morgan Everett. Cipher block. This will be our last communication over the net. The so-called Aquinas protocols that my old protege in the Majestic 12 have implemented are crude, but effective, much like my protege. All future meetings will need to occur face-to-face at a secure location. To expedite matters, I will deliver to you a tear sheet chip. It will contain 20 codes and their corresponding keys. Each code and key pair can be used once, and then it will be permanently erased. Each code will be tagged to one of our previously agreed upon meeting locations and times. If one or the other of us should ever need to get in touch, send a message using one of the codes. The content of the message is irrelevant, only the code used to encrypt it. I should need to point out that any attempt to tamper with the chip once it has been installed will result in it being rendered useless. Best of luck to you and to us all. Morgan. Okay, we've asked Morgan to meet with us. Oh, that is the Illuminati symbol, too. How about that?
So you found Beth's computer. We are destined to meet, perhaps. If you are truly our ally, you will help me access the MJ-12 computer network and complete the Grey Death vaccine. Find Nicolette. You will need her key in order to exit through the crypt. I will be directing you to a nearby cathedral.
Alright then. Nicolette decided not to come up this time. So last time she ran into here and commented about this place, and her mother would not work in these conditions. She must be somewhere else in this area. Or rather, her computer terminal must be. And then I did the balcony jumping to get to the place.
What is it?
A transmission from Morgan Everett. He wants me to go out the back way through the crypt to a nearby cathedral.
The Cathedral of the Knights Templar?
He didn't say. I'm supposed to access the Majestic 12 computer network.
Yes, Majestic 12 controls the place now. They kill the Knights for their gold reserves. Everett must want you to sneak to that part of town through the sewers that connect to our property.
I thought the Templars vanished centuries ago.
They invented the modern banking system and were its directors, under one name or another, until Majestic 12 took over.
He said you had a key.
Yes, here it is. The crypt is in the maze behind the chateau. Listen to Everett. He is right to want to avenge the Templars.
Cool. Please don't die. Please don't die. Oh. You were stuck. I guess it's made of Velcro. Oh, Nicolette, I need you to move out of the way. Okay, let's make sure that shuts again. It should. Okay. I think I was still commenting how I hadn't seen a secret door in real life, and then it occurs to me I don't know if this because I keep failing my search checks. It'd be neat to see what someone came up with for a secret door. Alright, so now we're heading to the crypt. Come on out, Nicolette. We don't want you to be trapped in there. Though I have a hunch you can open any of the doors that you need to open anyway. Look at all that wine. Can't believe it wasn't used or anything. I find that really weird. They give you lots of beer and alcohol in the game. I guess it's just a desperate healing item if you need it. Oh, that was... Wow, I was gonna shut that door. You and I are of one mind. Well, let's save the game as well. It's been a while. We'll probably be stopping up ahead as well.
Mom and Everett used to sit out here sipping martinis and plotting to take over the world. That's how we all got in this mess.
Huh. Well, they are the Illuminati. That's what they want to do. They probably still won't wish to do this. I'm not quite sure if I'm comfortable giving them the power either. But we need their help right now.
The Templars inherited the gold of the original French treasury, which was run by a Templar until the order was suppressed.
Huh.
Exit the Duclair estate through the crypt at the end of the maze. The system I need you to access is inside a cathedral that belonged to the Knights Templar until MJ-12 slaughtered the Knights for their gold reserves.
I'm going to stay to go through some of my mother's things.
Okay. Be careful, Nicolette. The enemy's probably on the way here. I love mazes.
Look out, JC. I'm picking up heat signatures in the sewers. I think somebody's expecting you.
close. Contact. I got contact.
That wasn't so bad. I'm doing better this time than it was last time. I keep forgetting that I should be trying to use my Dragon Tooth sword and take advantage of all the points I put into low-tech weapons. I end up trying to use my tranquilizer dart, there we go again, my crossbow instead, because I really want to use some of the ammo for it.
Try to ignore the smell. This sewer connects to a street near the cathedral, not too far from here.
Great, so I have Morgan, Everett, Icarus, and Tracer Tong all watching what I'm doing. All at the same time. And they probably can hear each other talking. This is just great. Can you imagine that? It's like a party line of all the people trying to stop each other.
You're going the right way. I primarily need you to establish an uplink from the MJ-12 network, but I also have uses for that gold. When you locate it, I will send someone to recover it. Prepare to receive a map of the cathedral.
Oh, thank you, Morgan. That's a little more helpful than Tracer Tong's been, with his downloading the maps, then not telling me what the maps were. Okay, everyone. I think we'll stop here. After we get into this building. And when we come back, after we pick up this credits, there we go, we will be ready to explore the Knight Templar structure. And I will see you guys then. Thank you for watching, and take care.